favorite so far, right?
Oh, yeah?
We got Soleil, the little chick with the big journey, and yesterday Kugaverse, and now it's Miu. Kyle sharing about wellness in life.
Okay.
Hey, guys, it's psychological based.
So apparently, if Sole, the one that you mentioned yesterday, was
Right.
teaching us to love ourselves, Miu, which is what we're looking at right now, will tell us or will wake us up with words like get enough sleep. You sleep long enough just to dream, but not enough to live, or do you have enough savings? So
Wow.
it's a reminder of living life, I believe.
You
Yeah.
have enough savings is kind of wild.
I know that kind of hurt.
So if you don't have savings, then you're depressed. That's the message.
Well, maybe it depends, like priorities of people. You know.
Hello Miu is there to like asking the right questions.
Oh, hello you. It's
To
not saying
remind
that
you.
if you're rich, you're happy.
No.
The capitalist
no.
kind of mascot.
No, because I have a friend who has zero savings, but he's super happy.
There you go.
Are you talking about me? Or?
No, I'm not.
You're not super happy.
No, my friend, like every time he gets money from a job, he like buys things. Like he either puts it into like his PC stuff
Oh,
or.
so being irresponsible with your money.
Yeah, but he's really happy doing that. Like he believes that that's investing. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So I guess it goes back to priorities.
To each their own. To
To each their own. To each their own.
But yeah, it's actually relatable with like current millennials or Gen Z life problems, you know? Check out me out.
Well, you can't relate, right? Because you're a boomer.
I am actually Gen Alpha,
Yeah.
so I can't relate, but I will, maybe.
But hello.
I'm at 18.
Okay. Which is like tomorrow.
18?
Oh, 18.
18.
I thought you said 80. The story was created by Nabila Siendi, and it teaches us to check in our life and recognize ourselves, and of course, to control our emotion. So we have to control our emotions now, guys.
Calma.
Let's take a deep breath together.
Come on, chef.
3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale.
That is interesting, chef. But yeah, that is inhaling and exhaling. Chef, I think you can be a yoga instructor. Well, with that sort of like unique exhale, inhale.
What's the correlation again?
The inhale
The
and
breathing,
exhale.
I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, it's so unique.
Ah, they do that stuff in yoga?
No,
Yeah.
but you do.
They do.
No, that. You know that, not that.
Oh, sometimes they do. They'll
Oh.
tell us.
It turned out
Be
which
like-
one's better?
What?
Yoga or Pilates?
I'm a Pilates girl. Boys and girls. I'm sorry. I feel like yoga's too
does
boring.
it have to be one or the other?
Yeah, why can't you be both? Why
Why
can't
can't
you go
be a
both
yogi
ways?
and a Pilates?
I mean, if you're a Pilates, then you're a bad person because you're stealing from ships, right?
That's a pirate. That's a pirate.
That's a good one.
No, that's a bad one.
No, that's a good one.
That was so bad.
I
That
was
was
disappointed with my joke.
that was literally
That's a good one.
so bad.
That was
No,
really
that's a good
bad.
one.
Chat, was that bad?
Not my
That's
best.
a good one.
Type L Chefin if you think that was a really bad joke.
Because you spell pirates with pirates, right? And then yeah.
Why are you explaining it?
That's so good. No, because it gets even worse if I.
Wait, are you being sarcastic? You are, right?
Maybe. You can't even tell. The guys, viewers at home can't even tell.
You can never tell with Donnie. You can never tell. Oh, but they have the interview with the creator, which is kind of fun. I want to know what it's about.
That is.
I heard something about mental health.
Ooh, wow.
So, like Phil likes to say, shout out mental health.
Yeah. I mean, it's very important. Gotta care about your inner mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how much your mental state can affect your physical health, man.
And also,
Did you want to share something to the group?
Like I used to be like, here, this is a serious moment. Okay, I'm not gonna make any joke.
Okay.
Like back then, I used to be this kind of guy that just be happy to. Like, what is this mental health thing all about? Like, all people are just soft. Like, these people are just like, they don't really know what is actually real life struggle. But once I actually have that kind of like mental health block, mental health problems, I thought I had a panic attack once. No, actually twice. The first time I had a panic attack, I thought I was gonna die.
wow.
It's that bad. Like all the way from head to toe, I experienced this kind of like, what's kasamutan again?
Like pins and needles.
Okay, non-tremor.
Kasamutan is pins and needles in English.
Okay.
Okay, those kind of stuff from head to toe. Like I've never experienced that before. My whole body. went cold. Like I thought that was it.
And after like a hit big trauma.
Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of
Right,
stuff.
okay. Wow, this is interesting. This is new.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for listening.
So, guys,
Changgyo. That was
Prioritize
Changgyo.
your mental health.
Yeah, prioritize your
Alright.
mental health. Seek help as well, you know, and
Know when to seek help.
yeah, if you check out Hello Mew, maybe one of the avenues that you can seek help as well, but also go to your closest one.
Why is it Mew, by the way? You think Mew is a cat or something?
What was that? Oh, it was a cloud.
It's a cloud, yeah.
I don't know. Either way, it's cute.
When you create something, chef, it depends. You know, you can name whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
If you invent something, you can name it. Whatever.
Why? What would you name a cloud?
Cloudy.
Don't say.
That's Mirko's
I was
cat.
about to say, don't say cloudy.
Docile.
What?
Docile.
Dorsal.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Dorsal.
Because it's cloud spelled backwards.
Oh.
How is that cute, right?
I actually thought it sounded
The law.
And by the way, I just realized this morning that why not is Tony in backwards?
What
Yes,
the
it
heck?
is. Yes, yes.
What?
How
I'm so
late are
stupid.
you?
Oh my lord.
Dude, that's even. It's worse when I know it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like the bottom
True.
standard
That's true.
of the caster desk.
And
right
you
now.
already know it.
And I know it.
Like since day one, when you see why not, or like it took you.
I think it was like pre-season,
Okay.
like during the interviews,
But yeah, why not
interview
is
sessions. Is Tony
Tony. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
Does he make iron suits as well?
That's Iron Man. That's
That's
Tony
Tony
Stark.
Huh?
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Anyway, boys, let's focus back onto the match. All right. Game number 1, it was Navi. Alter Ego are still on first pick, so they do have the opportunity. If they still want to go for the bans, Phobius, Harley, Chip, they can still go for the Marcel first pick instead of the Jushin. Do you think that would make a difference?
What was it earlier? I blanked out.
I mean,
Do you think it would make a difference if they prioritize Marcel now in the first phase?
ooh.
I mean, that could be the idea, but I don't think Marcel is going to be left wide open there. In the previous
So
game,
you
it
think
was...
they're going to be banning Marcel first pick from blue side?
That or Tony, Mr. Why Not, stands it out now. Alright, if he knows now, maybe Alter Ego will prioritize the Marcel. Let's ban it now.
We're calling him Tony from now on.
Now I'm gonna just call him either Tony or Why Not. It's either or.
Thank you, Anog.
Let's go now.
What?
Anog. Goni.
What?
Oh, Anon. Okay.
Why is it A?
No, with it.
Oh, because EI. So
Yeah.
A nog.
Anon.
That's so weird. Okay, what was that? Was that shifting?
Broken walls.
Oh, again.
Yes,
Back to
Trevor.
back broken walls. Drafting phase, game number 2, presented to you by the official Game Phone Infinix GT50 Pro. So
Wow.
they don't want to pick it up for themselves. They want to ban it instead.
Like it's not comfortable in, yeah? This
There are
Marcel.
no shortcuts in life.
What was the ban earlier?
It doesn't make sense because his last performance on the Marcel was pretty good actually.
Wow. That's interesting then.
Huh. What was the ban earlier instead of Marcel?
Harley and Chip.
Ooh, Harley. Interesting. So the Jushin is going to be banned this time instead of the Guinevere. Alter Ego can build a Guinevere comp from here if they want to, you know,
Divine retribution
go
is
full
at
onto that.
hand.
But Valentina is going to be the option here. Still, obviously, a flex. And Sora is going to be denied for Navi unless they want to just fight in on the matchup, which I don't think is going to happen.
Hey, I mean, Navi, they're ballsy, right? Navi will
I would-
instead go for the Guinevere. And I like that. Secure the roamer. Maybe take away the Khalid.
Harwood is available, but I don't know if they want to go for that in first.
Ooh.
Whoa, that's an even weirder first pick. Nice win rate, by the way. Barca, I would expect. Huh. So Alter Ego, do you want to deny the Arlet right now? I don't think so because Navi, they're surely prepared for that. And there's still a lot of heroes that can be comboed with the Guinevere. I mean, Brock is still on the table, and you can trap people with the feathered airstrike plus the walls and all that. A lot of CCs, a lot of knockups. But we'll see. I believe this is the first game of Ukir on Farsa this season.
Yes. No, he's picked it up before.
Oh, okay. Second game then.
But I mean, did they pick up the Farsa this early so they could limit the gold lane?
Your team is picking.
Because I was thinking it would actually deny the Harith pick, but the Harith gets picked here, so...
The relentless flow of time's
It's like it or not, the gold lane is gonna be punished with the Farsa. The Claude still gonna get damage. Anything you pick still gonna get damaged, but Harith offers a lot of things that other marksman does not have, which is, first of all, you can use the Purify.
Yeah.
Second, you also have Sustain with the shields and all that. And if you build towards maybe Oracle and Concentrated, which is not really the build anymore, you can still sustain even more.
But the fact that they prioritize the Harith and the Khalid in the first phase means that we don't have a hero for Yasuke yet. So
Oh, yeah.
we were thinking about the Leo Mort again. And now Navi can actually utilize that to ban out. They can actually start limiting his heroes. Though, remember, Harley is still open. Do they ban Harley and... Oh, they ban Suyo against the Guinevere?
Honestly, it's nimble enough for you to respect the Suyo, and I expect the Harley ban in the red 5 here for Coach Wynot instead of the Leo Mort. I think they're very happy with, to face up against Yasuke's Leo Mort against this kind of composition. Arlott can chain CC the Leo Mort immediately with the Final Requiem and also the Final Slash combo. You also have enough damage in Farsa to burst him down, even though it's a fighter at the end of the day. But maybe Yasuke doesn't even want to play the Leo Mort. So fun fact, guys, last time I believe Yasuke went against a Guinevere comp, he went for Nolan, which didn't work at all. It was
it lost.
the worst game of Yasuke's career, probably.
But then they paired it with something like the Kalea, so there was like a combo that they wanted to go on. But with Khalid, I don't think you can actually pull that off, no?
It's gonna be tougher indeed, but they neglect the Harley. Instead, they go for the box shot. Why? Because I feel like with Alter Ego, with the Khalid pick already, the mobility from that, plus the box shot, you know, it's gonna be very, very nasty. That's why they banned it out. But Alter Ego, good ban as well. I like that ban. I lost. Denying it away again, just force Afro on a more calmer hero, maybe.
What's the plan? What is Alter Ego planning here?
Oh man. I think at this point you want to go for a full-on Alter Ego comp and wish that the early game goes for you.
So you go Harley here?
I don't know, man. I don't think Harley will do the job here, but I guess it's nimble enough to get away from some of the CCs. Other options in the jungle, I think that's a good answer. You don't only get bursted down with the Alice, and it gives you a lot more room for the jungle to make things work. Still the Leo Mort. Huh.
Because I thought they wanted to go for more pickups, right? They have the Khalid. I thought they were going to pair it with someone that, well, technically Alice does that job as well, and they pair it with a Harley to go for the pickups, but I think they're looking for more team fight now. Navi though, last pick.
Wow. They needed someone that can tank.
What, so Grok? Do they go Grok here? Glue's not available.
Rock?
Marcel's not available.
Wait.
Guinevere Rome.
Rome, the flex. Coach Tony, is this overcooking or is this al dente?
Honestly, I like that because when you play a Guinevere jungle, you kind of like the damage, and now you already have the Farsa, right? You can chain CC pretty much anyone in the mid lane with the Fredrin, with the Guinevere, with the Farsa, and that forces a lot of flickers. That forces a lot of disengage from Alter Ego's side, especially on Alec, on a Khalid. This is a really, really hard game for the Khalid, I feel like. And if it's gonna be fast, I just predict that this is gonna be a fast game, either for Navi or Alter Ego.
Earlier lineup rating favored Alter Ego, but Navi were the ones to win it. Now the lineup rating favors Navi. So I don't know what that entails. Again, numbers are just numbers. Statistics are statistics. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the teams and the players to execute it into the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Fredrin in the jungle, Gwyn in the roam. Will this be the answer for Navi to close things out clean 2-0 against Alter Ego.
Here we go, and this makes things a lot more interesting. Nino and Alec is gonna have a hard time just opening up the map and also being available in most team fights because that combo is immediate, man. Once you get level 2 on the Arlet, anyone is pretty much available, especially with Frederick just roaming around the map and Yazuke with the usual pathing here, trying to get some of the camps away from Navi, and Navi was willingly gonna concede this one towards Alter Ego, but Apro is doing a really good job of dragging that one to their advantage.
So this feels like the exact same story of Game Number 1, though, right? Alter Ego were very aggressive. They took the camp as well. Afro, did he get it? I don't think he did. Yasuke is still going to be able to get it. So again, still a very similar story. Ukir getting poked down. Cyrus trying to do his best as well. But things changed when we hit Turtle 1. So pay attention to what happens between now and Turtle 1.
Okay, looking at the emblem here, it looks like Andoryu is going for a bit more conservative emblem here with the tank emblem. Sometimes you want to go for support and also that Inspire as well, but flicker by Alec here with a good read there. Apro with the knockup. Still not much going on, and both teams just kind of secure the waves for themselves. Level 4 for Andoryu.
So Marksman Yasuke emblem, that's a thing now, yeah? For
Yes.
the Leomord?
For Liam Moore.
Because like when we interviewed him yesterday, Yasuke said it was just a mistake. Like it was.
Kevin said that.
Oh, Kevin said that. Like yeah, Kevin said it was a mistake. Okay, so that's the new meta, I believe, from the changes.
Yeah.
This one will reveal the secret here, but Alec is doing a good job of doing everyone away. Okir is still level 3, so I guess Navi cannot go for this one unless Cars want to flicker.
See, with Steve Hobbs, that's the feather.
Wow.
Right, locking Cars down. And Doryu looks for an angle, but quickly closed. That's going to be Navi now repositioning. And Alter Ego, they actually go for more here. Delaying the purple buff take so Yazuki can join in the fight. That's going to be flickered from Afro. Alter Ego now will move back as Doryu pops the retribution. Arfi, ooh.
Oh, no.
That's going to be, finding the kill, finding the double under the mid turret. Alter Ego showing up here. First 3 minutes.
Oh, cars.
All alone again. This is the disconnect. Navi and Alter Ego, they are moving in unity. In the jungle, blazing red pop by Shive. That's gonna be used. Yazuki actually taken down. So an overcommitment finally punished.
Yeah, still gotta be a bit more careful for Alter Ego despite all the early wins here. I guess this is why mid prio will always be the most important thing in this meta, because once you dominate the mid lane, once you deny the XPs away from the mid laner, from the opposing mid laner, from the opposing roamer, then turtle fights becomes much more easier, and that's why Alter Ego was able to capitalize on that. And what a flicker and what a set there earlier in the turtle fight with the Throne of Blood.
Very aggressive, was able to get the job done, but I agree, all in all, the fact that Alter Ego had more resources, Navi were definitely unable to do what they could in game number 1. It was a perfect turtle for Navi in game number 1, and now Alter Ego claims that first objective. However, we did see a punish coming through, so Alter Ego still need to think about it. I mean, I guess that's how they play, though. Audience prediction, 67% to 33% for Navi by Gobe. Afro,
The sidestep. They want the purple. That's the retribution. Alec now. Oh, 2-man taunt. That's Alter Ego now under. Oh, and that's just Nino again. Coming in clutch, Alec will be punished. That's a roamer for a jungler. Nino looking for an angle again.
Wow.
That's a flicker spin. Nino, man, doing insane work here for Alter Ego.
and this time he doesn't even get taken down. How much space was he able to get for Alter Ego to set up for this objective that will come to them free? This means that Navi just completely not given any single thing on the map. They're looking for a trade onto Nino.
I don't think that's the right call there. They have to quickly reposition. And that's just 2 neutral objectives. 2K first 5 minutes. That's a landslide.
Yeah, and you can see the lack of Marcel is just very visible for now. Usually they have a free get out of jail card with the dashes, with the rapid boosts and all the movement speed boosts that the Marcel has, and the stunts as well. But now it's a Guinevere I guess you can get away as easy, but it's not that simple when you get HCC and the damage is still gonna come at you. Flicker from Alec. Yeah, didn't really get anyone.
Okay. Oh, what? Chibe so low!
Yeah, that's gonna be RP finding and connecting the skills to find the kill. Shive taken down the first time here in this game. Not a good sign definitely
Afro?
for Navi. Afro pops the flicker. Still able to keep his distance, but that's just a structure taken down top surely on the next wave. And Navi, 0 trades.
Guys, this is a disaster for Navi.
A big one.
What? Shiva gets taken down early. That's one of their only win cons right now. Cars now, the target.
Final slash. Torina clear. Doesn't get the clear and still gets taken down. This is not a good game here for Navi. Alter Ego, on the other hand, wow, perfect execution. That's a stun on towards Andorio. That's a sidestep. Feather airstrike will land twice on him, but still survives for now.
Navi's gonna wait a little bit until Siva is a bit online, and once he secured that, maybe Winter Crown instead of the Trinity prioritization, because there's been too much damage from the side of Alter Ego. You can also say that at this point, Cyrus is literally a better Farsa. You know, because she also has that feather airstrike as well intact. But now, knowing that they have the comp to be able to contest this one, still want to go for the turtle.
Oh, Izuki with the take. That's going to be Andorio stuck, taken down. Alter Ego, they move onwards as they will look for blood. Cars and Ukir still able to keep their distance. So that's a turtle and a kill for Alter Ego, but that's RP popping. The Shaman Force the wings by wings. And that's the structure in the mid lane, taking out Alter Ego. Nobody from Navi can stop them just yet.
Why did they contest? I think that's my main question. I mean, you mentioned earlier on, Jekan, they need to wait till Shiva gets to at least the Swift Trinity, and yet they still committed for that neutral objective. They could have just let that go.
Oh my god, Shiva is down by a lot, but guys, like
Exactly.
gold lead and no second item just yet. I think he's going for that corrosive or maybe the golden staff, but we'll see what can happen here. But I guess that's a good question, Eternal. I think Navi wants to pull a fast one on Alter Ego in that fight earlier. They were not available in the turtle pit for Alter Ego, but I think Navi underestimated how fast Alter Ego can catch up to the team fight. And Yazuki, it was just free real estate. Just take the retribution or like take the turtle with the retribution, and they got more out of it. They got kills as well.
That's why. Cars.
Force to use the quicker. And RP hasn't even popped the Shaman Forces yet. That's the damage right there from a fed carrot.
It feels like Navi is still playing with the same blueprint and principles as they did in game number 1, you know? But the difference is, once again, they have a Mars at a time. There is a golden hour. There's a lot of things that you can do to get away from team fights. But Alter Ego, once they get that, variable away, the equation is leaning much more towards Alter Ego. That ban just tips the balance by a lot for Alter Ego. Now, every time Yazuki goes for an engage with the steed, like obviously there's punish, but it's easier said than done, at least at this point in the game. There's not much shred from Shiva so far. There you go, that helps a lot with the golden staff, but I don't think it's enough by now.
As a sun, that's a flicker from Shive. The purple buff will be taken away. Yeah, Afro here, stumped to engage. That's a stun! Finally, a good final slash under the turret. That's gonna be Alec taking down just the roamer. And Alter Ego, will they care?
Alter Ego committed a lot of resources there. Spent his ult. I think they have to play the waiting game again, despite Yasuke being ahead by quite a bit in terms of levels compared to Andorio.
They're up by 80 gold lead almost, so they can do anything in turn up. But we'll see, look at that, like, no one's gonna punish him. If Shiva is not here, there's no shred. Ulkir is not strong enough to be able to get any damage on the Alice. The window of cursing Alice was in the early game. Once you hit level 4, once you hit level 2 for the whatchamacallit? What's the hero again? Arlet. But that window is nowhere here right now. As Shiva might be going down.
RP!
Uh-oh, but you do that. That's a flag! Alec though! The cover from Navi!
Oh wow!
2 members of the the board, surely. Sure, they get Chibe, but they take down two. Now the mid lane cars actually with the vengeance will not be able to extend. Nino finds a two-man stun. No clear follow-up as they will not wait for the Lord who here barely survives. But Alter Ego and Navi, man, that was scary.
2-for-2 trade. Navi, I think perfect cover. But unfortunately, because of Yasuke, they had to lose Chiba and Cars. So both gold laners and both roamers. Oh, XP laners rather.
I guess for Navi, you kind of want to take that. Yes, there's a lot of turrets going down, but at the same time, this Lord will not be able to be utilized as full.
Yeah.
But all the Alter Ego members are up right now. All the whole shields will go down. At least Navi prolongs some of the economic advantage that Alter Ego has. But in terms of map advantage, Alter Ego gets a lot. The gold lead stays at 7K. I think that's good enough for Navi.
It goes down by a little bit, right? It was 8K, I think.
Yeah.
It's like 200 difference. Oh man, what did Navi do? I mean, Shiva's already on the Swift Trinity, but will it be enough? Like, the damage coming from Alter Ego has been like really huge. Arfi now is piling up on damage as well, so if he gets to that back line, that Swift Trinity is not going to save Shiva.
Good deal for Malik. Cars being the recipient of that raging sandstorm. Nino misses ult! This might be the blunder. Navi, can they capitalize? Blazing the wet by Shibe. Arfi under his own turret. That's going to be that Navi, though, repositioning. But Arfi finds the firepower, finds the angle to take the double, and looks for a tripper here as Alter Ego now. They are threatening to end the game. The mid turret here looking juicy. Yasuki pops the stade. Cars will not be able to withstand the magic damage. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a wipeout and a base wipe. Alter Ego will force a game 3.
Alter Ego fight back in game number 2, guns blazing. Their first trick up their sleeve didn't work. They used their second, and this time it was complete dominance from Alter Ego from the early stage of the game up until the final stage of the game, just by capitalizing over Navi's little mistakes. We're going to game number 3. We're back to a best of 1 between both of these teams.
Arfi, he didn't get the Freya, he didn't get the shields that he needed from that hero, but he found another hero that has a lot of shields. It feels super unfair, man, because Alter Ego, that really feels like a blunder. They were fighting under the base, under, you know, the inhibitor turret, and they get punished by quite a bit, but Arfi's dominance in that late game is just way too much. He is already full item, he had the glaive, he had the holy crystal, he had the dashes as well, and there's no way anyone is killing Arfi at that point. And it was indeed a fast game as I predicted earlier, but yeah, Alter Ego. That was Alter Ego in its prime form. Just go guns blazing in the early game, you know, just use the draft to your advantage. The Leo Mords, the Alice, the Khalid. This is just Alter Ego's playstyle at its purest form.
That's why, like, I don't really like heroes like Uranus on Nino. You know, I like the playmakers heroes better on Nino.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
as soon as you see him on something a little bit more active, a little bit more of a hero that can change the course of the game, that's when we see Nino shine, and I feel like that's like a strength. So putting him on a hero like a Hylos, okay, Hylos is still okay,
Uranus.
but like the Uranus was so weird in game number 1, I think.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Second game, they tweaked it, and it worked. But I really also want to highlight the Harith pick, right? Because I feel like that pick also was a great pick. Picked up in the first phase, and I feel like, why not? He could not respond like well after that Harith pick.
Yeah, I guess the early game potential is the main difference from Alter Ego and Navi's composition, right? Because for Navi, you have to wait a little bit. You have to play through this combo of Fredrin, Guinevere, and also Arlen. You have to somehow bully the XP lane, bully the river, but it's harder than it seems because you're up against a Khalid, you're up against a Valentina, which rocks the Brave Smite, I believe, so you can't really it's not the blade braceman actually. He went for the Impure Rage. So he played a bit more aggressively at the same time, dealing more damage. So that's why they were not able to capitalize on that combo. And the mid prio is just so important in this meta.
Sorry, go ahead. I want to check Uranus win rate for Nino.
I think overall in this MPL, the Uranus has been tad bit overrated.
Only Lupi was able to rock Uranus.
Thank you for the info, Gani. Whether it's Super Dan or Cars,
Just stating facts.
or Nino, but this time around with
Yeah.
Alice, he is popping off. 416 on the KDA, 67%
That's crazy.
TP. And he went for that Festival Blood and also Brave Smite combo, which makes it even more unkillable. Some standard atomization as well, I gotta say. A bit of a Dreadnought armor to get that damage away from Cars, from Andoryu in the early game, and you want to go for a lot more utility with Dominance Ice. So now everyone that hits you will be debuff, plus that Chastas Cauldron as well. And most of the time, his impact was happening right before the teamfight begins, or he is the one that initiates the teamfight. The Throne of Blood out of nowhere with the Flicker combo as well. The damage is, for Alice, is misleadingly pretty good in the early game. I mean, look at Cars. I mean, most of the damage is coming from Yazuki, but the initial combo, or the initial Throne of Blood proc was a huge difference maker as well, and that 2 kills in side of the second tier tower was also huge as well. That gives a lot of map control for Alter Ego in the early game. I gotta say, that was not a very good showing from Apro, man, and also Uki at the same time. Granted that it's a hard combo to play on if you're not really utilizing the mid trio.
That's why the early Barca pick really just didn't hit it for me either. And the fact that he didn't get level 4 at that first turtle was also one of the main reasons why Alpha Eagle were able to snowball the way that they did.
It's hard for Guinevere. Like, you can see why a lot of teams are banning to Guinevere, right? The combo, the potential, you know? Guinevere is the potential woman of this meta. Because you're not playing just through the Guinevere, you're playing through the combos that the Fred is going to provide, the Owl is going to provide, but you only have one window with the facial migration. Once you miss that, then you have to stack up the passive, and that's asking too much, especially if you're losing in gold for Afro. And for Alter Ego as well, they have an abundance of damage dealers, not just RP. In the early game, you have Yasuke, you have the copy Predator Airstrike from Cyrus. So, a lot more things to deal with, so you can't really focus on a single hero to be able to make it work for this Guinevere combo.
So at the end of the day, do you think Navi overcooked with the drafts?
I can see the vision, but the mid prio is just way too much for Alter Ego.
Okay. Because in the end, it was a very quick game compared to game number 1. 12 minutes and only 23 seconds. And that final bout, especially when they were looking for the end siege, when Alter Ego were in the bottom side of the map, it was very lucky, or it was calculated. I wouldn't say lucky. It was very calculated that